What happens when I reboot to bootloader?
Hello and welcome. Today we're going to discuss a topic that might seem a little bit technical at first, the bootloader. Specifically, we're going to talk about what happens when you reboot to bootloader. Don't worry if you're not a tech wizard. We'll break everything down so it's easy to understand.
What is a bootloader?
Before we dive into the process, let's first understand what a bootloader is. A bootloader is a piece of software that runs every time you start up your computer or mobile device. Its main job is to load the operating system. It's like the stage manager in a theater production. It sets the scene and makes sure all the actors, in this case, the various parts of your system, are in their right places and ready to perform.
What does rebooting to bootloader mean?
When you choose to reboot to bootloader, you're essentially telling your device to restart and then stop at the bootloader. Instead of proceeding to load the operating system like it normally would, the device waits at this stage. This is useful for a number of reasons, such as flashing a new version of the operating system, troubleshooting issues, or running specific tests. It's a bit like putting your device into a special maintenance mode.
What actually happens when I reboot to bootloader?
The steps that happen when you reboot to bootloader can be broken down like this. 1. System shutdown. The device initiates a complete system shutdown to reset its state. 2. Bootloader activation. Upon reboot, the system directly boots into the bootloader without loading the usual operating system. 3. Awaiting commands. The bootloader waits for your command. At this stage, you can perform different tasks like installing a new OS, unlocking the bootloader, or other system-level tasks. Remember, this is a specialist tool and should be used with caution. You can potentially do damage if you don't know what you're doing. That's it. You've now learned what it means to reboot to bootloader, and why it might be a useful option in certain situations. Remember, it's a powerful tool, but it also needs to be handled with care. As always, ensure you understand the steps you're taking and their potential impacts on your device. Thanks for tuning in, and we hope this has been helpful in demystifying the process of rebooting to bootloader. Happy computing!